Kevin, you can just follow along, right? Good afternoon, everybody.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, hello.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, guys. So nice to hear you guys. We haven't been having Zoom classes a lot this week, I know. Just seeing who's here. Hello, Lucia. Long time no see, hey?
Hello, ma'am.
Okay, guys, I'm going to start with a lesson. We recorded, so if you guys wanna, check it out again, you can do so. So we have Kevin in class with us. That's why if I'm going to be talking to someone, I'm actually talking to Kevin, all right? Just accepting Kian. Let's see who's next. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about real life applications of acids and bases, right? How do we use acids and bases in real life? Now, we know that acids and bases exist in nearly every single substance on Earth, right? In our bodies, in order for certain chemicals to work to its optimal level, it needs to have a certain pH environment, right? For example, our stomachs release hydrochloric acid. So the pH of our stomachs needs to be very low, right? Around 2 or 3. Let's look at the first real life example of an acid base, which is acid rain. So you guys probably heard about acid rain, maybe in a song, because I know that many songs have the words acid rain. Anyway, what is acid rain? So acid rain is the burning of wood and fossil fuels such as oil or coal. When these fossil fuels, or every time you burn wood, right, just say you want it to burn, right, or you lighting fire for your fireplace, you release 3 gases: carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen dioxide into the atmosphere. Those 3 gases, guys, are actually poisonous gases, right? If inhaled in large amounts. So carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen dioxide are all non-metal oxides, right? Do you guys remember from combustion where we had a non-metal being lit in the presence of oxygen? It gives us the non-metal oxide. Let's see if we can show the equation for carbon dioxide, the chemical formula. So we all know that it's CO2, right? What about sulfur dioxide? Tell me in the chat. What is the chemical formula for sulfur dioxide?
MO.
SO2. Right. I know you guys are giving me weird answers. Yes, Kian, it's SO2. Mo, you're giving me sodium oxide. So nitrogen, and then you have the last one, which is nitrogen dioxide. And what is the chemical formula for that? NO2, right? Because it's dioxide, right? So it has to clear. Okay, when these gases, guys, when these gases mix with the water in the atmosphere, basically in the clouds, they produce acid rain. Because if carbon dioxide mixes with water, it becomes carbonic acid, right? Which is that fizzy stuff you see in cool drinks. If sulfur dioxide mixes with water, it becomes sulfurous acid. Sulfurous acid is a very strong acid, but slightly weaker than sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is the strongest acid on Earth, okay? It's the acid inside your batteries, and if it gets in contact with your eyes or your body parts, you will burn, okay? And not the normal kind of burns, 3-degree burns. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
I had a friend's father. One of my friend's father was working on a battery one day, and he showed me pictures. His whole hand was burned.
You see.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, guys, it's really not a thing to play with. I know that some people make chlorine bombs and stuff. So you also use hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid for that, but it can be pretty dangerous.
Ma'am, my brother made one once.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I think when I was small, I also explored a lot. Luckily, I didn't get hurt. So guys, the wind carries the pollution which contains sulfur dioxide, right? And sulfur dioxide is released into the atmosphere through the burning of fossil fuels. So Eskom releases thousands of tons of gases, poisonous gases every year, right? So sulfur dioxide dissolves in water in the atmosphere to form sulfurous acid. See how it differs from sulfuric acid? Sulfuric acid is H2SO4 and sulfurous acid is H2SO3, right? Just that that one number gives it a whole entirely new name. So this is the chemical formula in which you will represent the equation. Sulfur dioxide plus water as reactants react with one another, bond together to give you H2SO3. Okay, Kevin, do you know where we are? Yeah. Sulfurous acid comes down in the form of acid rain, guys, and acid rain is very damaging. It damages plants, it damages buildings. Have you guys ever seen buildings that are like, they look eroded, or statues that look eroded? Such as the one on the page. Yes, you've all seen it, right? And that is specifically because of acid rain. Acid rain also affects, aquatic life. It changes the pH of water. If water, the ideal pH for water should be 7, right? But if water becomes more acidic, then, aquatic animals cannot exist in that type of pH level, right? And that causes them to die. The chemicals in acid rain can cause paint to peel and make stone statues look old and weathered, which reduces their value as well as their beauty. Okay, moving on. So that was one part that acids play in our life. The next role that acid plays in our life is in the form of antacids. So can anyone give me an example of the antacid? We use it sometimes. Our parents use it when they get heartburn. Huh?
Gaviscon.
Gaviscon.
Aspirin, ma'am.
Yes, I think aspirin as well. Perfect example, right? I'm sure you guys saw that advert where those like firefighters.
Also, grandpa, ma'am.
Grandpa as well, right? So whenever you're feeling heartburn, who knows what's happening when you're feeling heartburn?
Ma'am, the acids of yours
The grandpa's for hair.
pushing back up into your esophagus.
Exactly. So what's happening is that you ate something that wasn't really agreeing with you, or maybe it's very high in cholesterol. Then what will happen is that the hydrochloric acid in your stomach will start reacting and bubbling up. Let me show you a picture. It looks something like this, right? So it bubbles up and then it comes up your esophagus. Okay, it feels like when you're vomiting, that burning sensation. And to kill that off, you need to add a base, okay? Because there's a strong acid being erupted in your system. And in order to calm that base down, we take stuff like Eno and Gaviscon and aspirin, right? Which, when an acid and a base come together, this causes a neutralization reaction. And the neutralization reaction is where the acid or the base become a neutral substance, or they balance each other out, right? Yes, Michael?
Ma'am, I just want to say that my PC says that my network is unstable. So.
Okay. So can you see my board?
Yes, ma'am. It's just every now and again it like cuts off.
Okay, so if it's cutting off really badly and you couldn't get most of the content, then please check out the YouTube video.
Okay, ma'am.
So a person's gastric juices contain hydrochloric acid, which is very diluted. What does it mean to be diluted?
To make less of that substance.
Exactly, to make less.
So in terms of like sugar, or like, let's say Oros, right? Oros by itself is extremely sugary. So you add water to like make it taste less sweet and like easier to drink in a
Exactly.
way.
Yes, thank you, Mo. That's an excellent example. The hydrochloric acid helps with the digestion of certain foods, and it's also responsible for killing harmful microorganisms. So guys, just say you ate something or you licked something that had coronavirus on it, and the virus somehow managed to get into your stomach, right? The hydrochloric acid in your stomach should be able to kill off that virus, right? Because it's so strong. If the hydrochloric acid concentration is too high in your body, you will get heartburn. Certain antacids contain carbonates that neutralize the excess acid in the body, right? By drinking a glass of Fizzy Uno, which is an alkaline is a base dissolved in water, you can actually get rid of that acidity in your body. By drinking bicarbonate of soda, which is the scientific name for that is sodium hydrogen carbonate, the bicarb will react with the acid and neutralize the gastric acid and hence relieve the heartburn.
Ma'am, when I had heartburn in the hospital, they would
One
give
second.
me
Kian, you have to join classes tomorrow. Guys, you only got a break like after school tomorrow. That's when our break starts. Okay? Yes, Michael, what were you saying?
Okay. Ma'am, when I was in the hospital and I had heartburn, they would give me bicarb of soda.
Exactly. Yeah, and we all have bicarb in our homes, right? So instead of buying expensive medicine, you guys can just chow some bicarb, right? If you have heartburn. Okay, the next role that acids and bases play in our life is the changing pH of soil, right? So guys, soil can only thrive and actually allow plants to grow when it is of a healthy pH, usually a neutral pH, which is 7. Okay, but what happens is when an acid rain affects the soil, does the pH increase or does it decrease? Who can answer me? But when acid rain hits the soil, it decreases the pH, right? Because remember that acids have a lower pH, okay? Over time, soil gets acidic due to the excessive fertilizers used and acid rain, as well as the seepage of acid from dead leaves and organic matter. Plants don't grow well in acidic soils and grow best in neutral soils with a pH of 6.7. Farmers neutralize the soil by adding a base called calcium carbonate and other bases to increase the overall pH of the soil. Guys, another name for calcium carbonate is limestone or lime, right? Moving on. Right, in our pools, especially public pools, it would be really disgusting and unhygienic if they didn't add hydrochloric acid. So they have to add hydrochloric acid to the pool to give it a good pH, like probably a pH of 6. Okay, public pools usually they stink of chlorine. You can smell that stench, right? That is because people pee, guys. People pee in public pools in order to kill off the microorganisms in like the E. coli. E. coli is the microorganism, the bacteria in your feces, right? If you have to come into contact with E. coli, you could develop cholera, which is a horrible disease. You vomit until you have nothing left. You're so dehydrated, right? That's why we need to protect our pools by adding chlorine. Okay, and the next
Ma'am?
station.
Wait. Okay, so like with some chlorines, how can like, so is there something inside of the chlorine which can make you get allergies or something else, another element?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, chlorine is a strong substance, and if your skin is being is in contact with it, then you're definitely going to have some kind of reaction. At water parks, yes, yeah. So, guys, I'm going to tell you a really gross story. My cousin went to warm baths. Have you guys been to warm baths before?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. It's so much fun, right? So, so she went there and she was busy like chilling out in the pools. And later in the afternoon, she looked at her skin and there was this worm coming out of her skin. It was like a worm trying to come out of her skin. And that happened because of the microorganisms in the pools, right? So even if they put chlorine and stuff, it's still a buildup of a whole lot of dirt and stuff because of the amount of people accessing the pools. So yeah, just check yourself whenever you visit the public places. Okay, the next application of acids in real life is insect bites and bee stings. Every time an insect bites you, it releases either an acid or a base into your skin. It stings because the base is very strong or the acid is very strong. Like a bee will release a strong acid into your skin. So what do you do to neutralize this? What do you guys do if you're stung by a bee? Besides leave it, how do you relieve the sting? It's gonna sting for a while. You're gonna cry, yeah.
I'm usually just angry. Like I hate wasps and I hate bees with my life. Yo.
Yeah, what do you like apply onto your skin?
Isn't it like aloe or something like that?
Aloe gel, yeah, I guess so.
I mainly put mosquito.
What's it called? Potato. What?
Potato could
No,
work,
it's
yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Christopher, what were you saying? You were saying something about being bitten by a mosquito.
If a mosquito bites me, I just put mosquito repellent on it. But the best thing is to just avoid getting bitten altogether.
Yeah, I agree. So guys, if a bee bites you, because it releases an acid into your body, you need to put a base to neutralize the sting. And a perfect base is sodium bicarbonate, right? Or bicarbonate of soda.
Huh?
Has anyone been stung by a wasp?
My brother
Yes,
has.
ma'am. On Christmas Eve, nogal, ma'am. On Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve has been horrible to me. It's like it's not even funny. Wasps stinging me. Ma'am.
That's a terrible present.
Currently, a wasp bite, a sting is really, really painful. Yeah. So if you were stung by a wasp, you're pretty strong. So guys, if a wasp injects you, it injects an alkaline. Who remembers what an alkaline is?
It's a base as well.
Yes. An alkaline is just a base dissolved in water, right? And how do you neutralize this? You add a weak acid onto the sting, like vinegar. I don't think you should put lemon juice. Lemon juice is a bit too strong. And I've added, just for your amusement, different types of bites. This is how it looks when you get a bee sting, a red bug, whatever that is, a tick, right? A mosquito, and a spider. Just zooming into the spider one.
I hate spiders.
Do you know that every 3 minutes a child is killed by a mosquito?
Is it due to malaria?
Killed. What?
Yeah, it's due to malaria. So that's about 4 children since this lesson started.
Wow.
That's probably fake news, yo.
You think it's fake, Mulimu?
Well, don't search up for yourself.
Okay, so
I think
guys, it's probably true because it is statistics. Yeah? Someone said something.
A person dies every second. Guys, there's nothing different.
Yeah, but this is different because this is when children are dying from a disease, right? A disease caused by mosquitoes. Okay, so the next application of acids and bases is when you're baking bread, right? When you're baking bread, you add bicarbonate of soda into it. Yes. Into your mixture, right, guys? And let's talk about why you put bicarbonate of soda. So when you're heating the bread, the bicarb reacts with ingredients in the bread. Ingredients such as water, salt, whatever else you put in the bread. And this causes the dough to release carbon dioxide. That's very important. When carbon dioxide is released into the dough, that is how you see that your bread is rising, because the gas is rising within your bread. Right, guys? Just FYI for today. Okay, so what you guys need to do for homework is number 1, you need to research 3 catastrophic effects of acid rain, right? Catastrophic is like a catastrophe, something horrible, okay, a horrible event. Number 2, research an incident where acid rain caused damage to the environment. So use Google and, you know, go onto News 24, whatever, and check an incident where acid rain really damaged the environment. And guys, by the way, please don't drink rain. That whenever it rains, don't just drink rainwater straight from the sky. I know it's tempting to do so.
That's what I do.
Yeah, but that could contain acid rain, right? Which may affect you. I know. I also like to crunch on hailstones and hails. Okay, and lastly, research a solid solution for how we can resolve the problem of acid rain. Okay, guys, give me a proper solution, and it must be convincing. If you guys want to view the lesson, it will be available on YouTube. And I'm just seeing who's not in my lesson today. Okay, guys, enjoy the rest of your day.
You too,
Okay,
man.
thanks.
You
Okay,
too,
bye.
man.
Thank you.